Good morning, everyone. I am Bridget Elizabeth Muñez from Group 4, and I'm here to report on the lesson Visual History of the Web. The birth of the World Wide Web in 1980s. Research at CERN in Switzerland by Tim Berners-Lee resulted in the World Wide Web, linking hypertext talks into an information system. The web is a hypermedia-based structure which provides a source of browsing information over the Internet in a non-sequential format by the use of hyperlinks, which redirects users to more resources and information. The World Wide Web, abbreviated as WWW, supply a simple point-and-click means of exploring and viewing and also storing a large volume of pages of information that are residing on the Internet. The WWW is described as hypermedia-based structure. This means it's a system for organizing and accessing information using hyperlinks. Hyperlinks users allow to jump between different related pieces of information. Unlike the traditional linear media, the WWW allows for non-sequential browsing. Users aren't confined to a set order. They can allow links to explore information in any direction. The WWW provides a simple point-and-click interface, making it easy for users to navigate and access information. And now let's go for the inventor of the web. It's Mr. Tim Berners-Lee, is a British computer scientist. He was born in London, and his parents were early computer scientists working on one of the earliest computers. His parents suggesting a familial influence on his career. Tim Berners-Lee comes up with an idea to propose World Wide Web in 1989. Lee conceived the idea for the World Wide Web. This was the initial conceptualization of the system we know today. In 1991, Tim Berners-Lee, a scientist at CERN, created the first website and introduced the HTML markup language, marking the beginning of the era of ease and accessibility in creating the web page. While working at CERN, created the HTML or the Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is the foundational language used to create web pages. This marked a significant step towards making the web accessible. In year 2000 to 2004, or the Web 2.0 and social networks, the 2000s saw a variety of technological advancements in web programming, leading to the emergence of the Web 2.0 era. The very concept of 2.0, introduced in 2004, highlighted a shift in focus from static websites to more dynamic, introduced the idea of the web as a platform where users could not only consume content but also actively participate in the creation and sharing of it. So, ito po yung result ng gumagamit ng internet in year 2000 to 2004. We have 67.9% of the global population are using web, and 191 hours a month is spent online. And I have here a quote from Mr. Brisbane, an American newspaper editor in year 1911. A picture is worth a thousand words. It is a phrase that highlights the effectiveness of visual communication. It suggests that a single image can convey a vast amount of information, emotions, and ideas more efficiently than a large amount of written or spoken text. As of February 2025, more than 5.56 billion of people worldwide are connected to the internet. So akalain nyo, ganyan kabilis dumami ang connections worldwide. In the present day, the web continues to be a dynamic and evolving space, with users increasingly relying on mobile devices and apps for access, while also seeing the rise of Web3 and decentralized technologies. In, in dynamic and evolving, it is the infographic emphasizes that the web remains a dynamic and evolving space, and mobile devices, it notes the increasing reliance on mobile devices and apps for internet access. While the Web3 and decentralization is the rise of the Web3 and decentralization technologies is also suggesting a shift towards more decentralized internet architecture. That's all for today. Thank you.